You don't turn on my camera. It wouldn't move for me. The engineer is going to take the engine, he's going to get it off the track one, he's going to pull it onto the turntable. The turntable is then going to turn 180 degrees, and we're going to get realigned, but we're not going to line up with track one anymore. We're going to line up with track two. Now that's the second pair of tracks you see going right beside the first. The engineer is going to get on the track two, he's going to keep on going until he's on the other side of the train. And then on the other side of the train, track one and track two meet each other again. He'll then be able to back up, reattach the other side of the train, and then he's all good to take us back to Grand Junction. Now this turntable is 80 feet long and it weighs 80 tons. So carries us about as much as 80 elephants if they were to stand in a row down here. Now that engine being roughly 120 tons, that means you all are going to be seeing over roughly about 200 tons of iron and steel being turned around in front of you all. So if you can do me a favor, just watch out for that yellow line and that rope whenever we're going to turn the turntable around. I hate for anyone to get hurt as we turn it around. Now back during the old days, how they used to turn this turntable around, they had to use a method called the Armstrong method, meaning that there were two men on each side of the turntable. 4 men had to push this whole thing around by hand. 4 men pushing 200 tons. Now I know what you all are thinking, that man, those men had to have been strong, well-built, kind of beefy men, kind of like myself and some of you guys I see up there in that audience today. But to tell you the truth, they didn't have to be as strong as me and you, because in the middle of this turntable, about right here where I'm standing, there is a 6-foot diameter bearing that this turntable is balanced on. So think of this turntable as a giant seesaw or a teeter-totter. And you see as the engineer comes on, he balances just right. And that balance is what's going to make it possible for us to turn around 200 tons. Now I'm going to let you all know how that engineer is going to know he's balanced. Now if you look right here where I'm standing, you'll see at this end of the turntable is elevated about 2 inches or so. And as the engineer comes on, he's watching that end because whenever he balances just right, that end is going to drop. Now you'll be able to see it, you'll be able to see it, and whenever that drop happens, you'll know that we're good to go ahead and turn this thing around. Alright guys, that's enough about rambling. We'll go ahead and let the engineer bring the engine onto the turntable, but keep your eyes open, be looking for that drop. Now, if you want to, you get in and see a big rim as we go by. Let him know you did a good job because he hit it right on the money. Our engineer today is Mr. Jack Taylor. He's out as good a engineer as you can find. Now, once again, guys, 200 tons of iron and steel being turned around in front of you all. All the ones on that balancing that we did on this turntable. Now, this engine is in 1829. Built back around the 1950s. This engine is what is known as the TP7 model, meaning this engine can haul both passengers and freight. It's got 1,500 horsepower motor, right around 150 feet back. And just so you all know, the motors of the day, they're about double that. Now what we're going to do, remember how I told you how we get lined up to track 2? Now you see, you'll notice that we did a front all by our side. There's nothing automatic how to line it up for us. But don't worry, you see this is very important. They got to get outside. They're going to contact the glass, depending on who you're talking about. They'll get that line just right. Now afterwards, after the engine is